Good morning everyone and welcome to another vlog. Today it is the first proper away day of the season and today I travel down to Southend for today's away game, and honestly I couldn't be looking more forward to it. It's been a long time since I had a proper away day where get to travel down on the minibus with the kit, help out with that, stop off, get something nice to eat, and basically just have a good away day. Didn't have the best of luck at Roots Hall, Southend's ground last season. We lost there. Hopefully today will be different. Like I say, it's our first away game of the season and hopefully a lot more positive result to come out of today's game than last week against Scunthorpe. That's the one. And also a better game than what we had on Wednesday when the Manchester United youngsters were here. Just a little update for anyone that's in the last vlog that doesn't know the Man United player, Kone. He was okay. He was released from hospital and sent home the next morning, and hopefully he will be fully recovered and back playing again very soon. So I'm going to get my stuff onto the minibus and we're going to head off, and we're going to probably stop off on the way for something to eat, get a drink and whatnot. But I'm going to see you in the next clip. So we're well on our way now down to Southend. Incidentally, last time Tamworth played here, we actually lost 2-0 that day, and the reverse fixture at home last season was a 1-1 draw, so we've not actually beat Southend yet in the National League since we've been back in it anyway. I do think today's going to be a tough game. Southend have started the season really strong. They had a good result last weekend. Tamworth didn't play badly in my opinion at all against Scunthorpe either, and we just lost it in midfield a little bit with the legs. I think change it up a little bit, maybe bring in Alfie Bates for me. I think he showed more than enough in the brief time he got on the pitch on Wednesday against Man United before that game was abandoned. He was one of the best players out there for me, so I'd love to see him get a start today. Bring Tyler Roberts back in, some more pace on the wing, maybe Beckeray and Ura as well getting a start. We'll see how things go. Obviously it's a long way from kickoff yet. We're going to have a stop on the way down here to get a drink anyway, so I'll grab myself a hot chocolate, maybe some breakfast, and so I'll check in at the services when I've got myself a hot beverage, and we'll see where we go from there. Quick pit stop at the services then, get some hot drink, and then continue the journey on the way down to Southend. Probably going to go for a hot chocolate, my favourite, something like that. Let's go in, get that, and see what else is in there. Chocolate has been acquired. It's time to get back on the minibus, hit the motorway again, and continue the journey down to Southend, and hopefully we're there in a couple of hours, ready to get all the kit off, put it up in the changing room, ready to go, and then I'll go and find my space on the press bench ready for commentary this afternoon. So I'm going to enjoy this, and I will catch you when we get to Southend. So we're probably an hour or so away from Southend. Looking at the score today, I don't know. I'm not fully confident today. Like I said earlier, Southend had a really good start. They're a good team. They've got a good fan base behind them as well, and that sort of shows that probably the budget they have to help build the squad. Obviously, they're full time. Tamworth, like I've said before in previous videos, one of the only part-time teams in this National League. I think Truro are the only other one. I'm not sure if they're part-time or hybrid. They're definitely not full-time. But yeah, I'd be happy with a draw today. I'll be totally honest. I would take that all day long, take a point. Obviously, the fan in me wants to get all three, but I can't see that today. I know a lot of people have probably criticised me for that, not being super positive, but I do try and be realistic. I know we're not going to go and win every single game. I know it's going to be a long season as well, and it's probably going to be a lot tougher than last season because there's an expectation there. Our first season, back in the National League last season, we did exceptionally well, finishing 10th, well overachieved in many people's eyes. Had that fantastic FA Cup run as well. But yeah, just to finish mid-table again would be a monumental effort in my opinion. So yeah, fingers crossed. But yeah, I'm definitely going with a draw today. That's where I want to be, and that's where I'm thinking. So yeah, I'll check back in when we get to the ground. So we've arrived at Roots Hall, the home of Southend. We're just going to unload the kit out the back of the minibus into the dressing rooms, and yeah, once we've done that, I'll do a little tour of the players' tunnel and bits and pieces that I find around, and I'll get set up on the press bench and I'll show you what my view is like ahead of kickoff. Way too early for team news yet. Players aren't even here yet. We're a good hour before they will arrive. But yeah, honestly, looking forward to it today. So yeah, let's get sorted, get the kit in, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the day. So we're arrived, dressing room's all ready for the players' arrival. Pitch is looking nice, it's just being watered behind me. Ground's looking nice and tidy as well. So it's a really old ground, it's Football League standard, but honestly it's really well maintained, even though it is showing its age in some areas, like you can see, probably see behind me, just up there, like the old style wooden seats in the stands. But yeah, it's really nice. Like I say, it's a big ground, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And I will be up there somewhere. Where am I? In one of them commentary booths up there later on in the game. So yeah, it's still about 3 hours until kick-off though, so plenty of time to chill, get some notes done, get everything set up and ready to go, and then I'll be back with you a little bit later with some team news, probably an hour or so before kick-off. So there I am in the press box at Roots Hall, just setting up the commentary equipment now. Again, I don't know if you saw it in one of my last videos that I did, but it's a really simple setup in fairness. We've got just a USB mixer that I can plug the headsets in via XLR cable. So I will just do that. And now usually there would be 2 headsets plugged in to this mixer, but I'm solo comms today, so just the one, which makes the setup just a little bit easier, a little bit faster. It's nothing super major though, because it's only literally an extra headset in. Now today's commentary, being an away game, will literally be broadcast on Mixler, but again, anyone can listen to it, home or away fans, but I dare say there'll be a local radio commentary for the home team as well that will most likely go out on their TV footage on DAZN as well, because the home team is always the ones in charge of the commentary for the TV. So it's nice and simple to do. So, but yeah, really easy. I've got 2 cables on the end of the headset. I've got the headphone one so you can hear what is being said through the headphones, and obviously the microphone jack as well. So that comes in really handy if you've got co-com. So what I've got is I have got a splitter cable, so I will plug that into the mixer, plug the 2 headphone jacks into that, and then when you're doing commentary, if it's loud around you, you can hear nice and easily in real time your commentary partner as well. But also if it is loud around, I like to be able to hear my own voice in my ears, so I know what's being broadcast and what it sort of sounds like at the same time. So I like to listen to myself in my headphones easily. It just makes it that little bit more easy to sort of zone in on the commentary. If there's a lot of noise around me and I can hear it all and people are shouting, it sort of sometimes can get a bit distracting and you can sort of lose your place. But just plugging this into the laptop, it's just really easy, just a simple USB-C cable as well, and then literally that is the entire setup done. Really simple, like I said, just a standard USB mixer. It's really good quality as well. You've got full control of all the volumes. And like I said, it's nice and easy to use. And then I just have like a stopwatch on my phone next to me, so I can start that at the beginning of the game, and obviously stop at half time, start at the second half, and so on and so on. You get the idea. But yeah, nice and easy to set up. And yeah, I'll just show you up close now of the setup and how that all looks. So it's beginning to come a real hive of activity here at Roots Hall. The gates are about to open in about 5 minutes later to start letting the fans in. So yeah, everyone's just doing the sweep around the stadium, checking all the seats, making sure that it is all safe for everybody to make their way in. So we're about an hour and a half away from kickoff. I expect some team news around 10 past, 2:15, something like that. In the meantime, before then, I'm going to go and get myself something to eat, maybe a pie, something like that. So yeah, fingers crossed for a strong team. And yeah, we'll get some shots of the warm-up if we can from the commentary box. And I must admit, I love the view from the comms box. It's really nice. Like I said earlier on, it's a beautiful view, and the pitch is looking really nice as well here. Grass pitch. So yeah, anyway, I'll check back with you in a little bit. So we're about 45 minutes away from kick-off. Team news is in. Quite a few changes from the team that started against Scunthorpe last week. I will just pop a little video of the team sheet in now so you can have a look at that. Ground's filling up around. Not many Tamworth fans have made the journey so far away to my right hand side. It's not really filled up too much with home fans yet either, but like I said, still 45 minutes to go until kick-off, so there's still plenty of time for people to make their way in. Just 10 minutes away from kick-off here now. It is properly, atmosphere is building in here. It's nice and full inside, and yeah, it's beginning to reach boiling point in here. All the home fans are well and truly behind Southend today. I'm about to go live on commentary, so that's my next step. I record myself doing the intro and a few bits during the game if I can. But once I am solo here on commentary this afternoon at Southend, it's a little bit more to juggle the camera, the headset, the laptop, everything else, and try and kick on the game as well. I'll do my best throughout the game, and yeah, hopefully here's to a fantastic result and a fantastic performance. So let's see how this game goes through for the next 90 minutes. Good afternoon everybody, and a very warm welcome from your Lambs media team who are here this afternoon at Roots Hall for this Enterprise National League fixture between Southend and Tamworth. I'm Stuart Byworth and I'm on solo commentary this afternoon, so I'll do my best to bring you all of the action throughout the entirety of the 90 minutes. Don't forget, Lambs Media are in proud association with Tamworth FC Team Builder. We do a lot of fantastic work behind the scenes, raising money for Andy Peaks' playing budget to help him boost it throughout the season if needs must. And yeah, it's properly beginning to build up here at Roots Hall. Fantastic home following. It's Southend's first home game of the season. They did get a 3-0 away victory last weekend. They were buoyed by that, looking to try and improve then. Tamworth obviously will be looking to complete a game. Obviously the one in midweek against Man United in the National League Cup had to be abandoned due to the injury to the Man U youngster who, if anybody is wondering who doesn't know, he was released from hospital on the Thursday morning and allowed to go home, so he's completely okay. Yeah, I'm quietly confident this afternoon getting at least a point here, I must admit. There's been a few changes to the starting lineup, most notably the introduction of Alfie Bates in the starting lineup, Becre Nuru and Jordan Ponticella as well. So yeah, let's see how this goes for the course of the 90 minutes. Teams are about to make their way out onto the pitch to get this game quickly underway this afternoon. As the players are now making their way out onto the pitch. Southend in a navy blue strip with gold trim, Tamworth in their away strip of that sky blue kit with the Drayton Manor sponsorship embroidered across the front. Yeah, I am totally up for this one this afternoon. Don't forget, if you are listening on Mixer, you can get your questions or anything in the chat if you want to get involved. To throw into Tamworth, in from Curley, flipped on by Lynch. Out of play it goes again. Tom Tonks with a long throw down the line. This time looking for Tyler Roberts. Just keeps it in play. But there could have been a foul there, right down by the corner flag, and it will be a free kick to Southend. Exactly, Becre Nuru, who had tracked all the way over to the opposite side of the pitch and committed that foul just in front of Tyler Roberts. So the two Tamworth wingers both on the right hand side momentarily. Tamworth though with this free kick now, and Tom Tonks out wide. Tamworth forgot the big guns up on the edge of the box. Thompson whips it in towards the far post. It looks like it's over hit, but it's headed away for what will be a Tamworth corner. Got a feeling that actually that may have been able to have been left by Southend, and it could have potentially been left for a goal kick, but the defender there at the back post obviously thought he needed to have that one out of play at the expense of a Tamworth corner that Tom Tonks will take away to my left hand side as he places the ball on the edge of the corner quadrant in front of the home fans here at Roots Hall. Whips it in high towards the back post, punched out by the keeper. He half clears it away. Tyler Roberts has been blocked off and he's given a penalty. It's a penalty to Tamworth. The keeper punched the ball away. It fell to Tyler Roberts, who tried to go past his man and he was blocked off. If I'm being totally honest, it did look a little bit soft from my opinion in terms of a penalty decision. But obviously in the early stages of this game, we will well and truly take it, being Tamworth fans.
Actually did well, he got a good punch on it, and it went out.
Just waiting to see who is the one who's going to step up and take this penalty. It looks like it's going to be Tom Tonks, the man to put the ball on the spot against Colin and Ndidi.
The opportunity to give the penalty. An attacker's challenge, I would say.
So is Tom Tonks against Andang Ndidi. The round of boos ring out around Roots Hall. And Tom Tonks secure this one for Tamworth. Saved by the keeper. Wasn't the best. The penalty from Tonks hit it low. Comfortable for the keeper. Rounds of applause from all around Roots Hall. It was a fairly comfortable save. Like I said, not the best of penalties from Tonks. It is still Southend 0, Tamworth 0, and he's had a chance for Tamworth. Maybe a little regret through the fullness of time. Yes, it's still the own goal, so that's a chance to take the lead and get a stronghold in this game early on. Thompson to whip this free kick into the Southend box. The heavy artillery is at the back post for Tamworth. Referee just having some words with some of the players on the pitch before this one comes in. Blows his whistle out to signal as Tom's free kick can come in. It comes in towards the far post. Looking for the header. Digi at the back post. It's cleared away though by Southend. It was the right idea from Tonks. Just didn't quite get to his man. But again, not a million miles away at all. It's out of play now for a Tamworth throw on the far side that Matt Curley will take. 17 minutes on the clock. Still Southend United 1, Tamworth 0. Curly just wiping the ball down on his sky blue jersey. Down the line it goes. Over the head of Lynch, comes back to Tonks. Tonks heads forward, out of play it goes for a Southend United throw in. So the half-time whistle has gone here at Roots Hall, and the score currently is Southend United 1, Tamworth 0. Not the best of halves from Tamworth in my opinion so far. We've missed a penalty very early on through Tom Tonks. It was not the best of penalties from him, unfortunately. It was all too easy for the Southend keeper just to claim that one and send it on its way. And not long to after that, Southend put a fantastic ball into the box, a nice floating header past the outreach club of Jazz Singh, and it sailed into the far side of the net to give them the lead. Tamworth has struggled to string too many passes together. We've had a few throw-ins going around the final third, but we've not really made first contact with too many of them either. It's going to be a big, tough second half for Tamworth to get back into this game and get anything out of it. I hope that they can prove me wrong, and I hope that they can do something in this game, but I think if Southend just turn that tempo up just 10%, they could run away with this one this afternoon. That's not something I really want to see at all. I really do hope I'm wrong, and I hope Tamworth can turn it round, but yeah, it's going to be very, very difficult for my persuasion. So big 45 coming up, and I think a few changes needed if Tamworth want to get anything out of this game. So defeat here today, 2-0. Not the best of games at all for me to have to commentate on today. I felt like we didn't get out of second gear. I felt like we were second to everything. We didn't create much. The penalty we got early on could have been a catalyst to start something in this game after 6 minutes, but it just looked like nobody really wanted to take it. And I think from the second that was saved, it was an uphill battle. I felt there was only one way the game was going to go, and that happened, unfortunately. Bad day at the office. Not one of the best games to commentate on, especially on my own as well. It was a tough thing to do today. Quick turnaround though, Tuesday, Truro, one of the promoted teams. I believe they are part-time still. I don't know that for definite. I believe they are. They might be hybrid, but I believe they're part-time. They've got a long old trip on a Tuesday to travel all the way from Cornwall. It's going to be a good 5-hour trip on a Tuesday. That's a long trip for a Tuesday night, so I do feel a bit for them, because I certainly wouldn't want to do that, especially my third game into the season as well, into the new league. But yeah, I'll be there, commentary for that one. I'll have somebody with me hopefully on Tuesday as well, so hopefully commentary will be a little bit easier and a little less stressful, because I've made my comments before in previous videos about doing it on my own, of how difficult it can be having nobody to bounce off, especially when it's a tough game like that, when there is very few high points to really talk about for your own team. It's tough. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching today's vlog. If you're still here, please give me a like, please give me a subscribe, please show some love. I'm hoping these get better. I really am. Yeah, so hopefully Tuesday it will be a lot better. Thank you for being here, and I will catch you in the next one.